Hi guys, Tausif here with Walk and Talk Cricket. Today we talk about the famous no ball of Mohammad Nawaz. India needed 13 of 3 balls. Virat Kohli on strike. Nawaz bowls a waist-high full toss. Kohli hits it for a 6 and asks league umpire Erasmus that is it not a no ball? It's already gone for a 6, and then Erasmus signs or signals to Rod Tucker, the bowling and umpire, and he calls it a no ball and a 6 at the same time. So that made the equation from 3 balls to 13 runs. It was 3 balls to 6 runs. That is a lot easier, and a free hit on top of that. And unfortunately, that free hit, Kohli got bowled but went for 3 runs to the third man, and that added sort of insult to the injury to Pakistan supporters. How do we see it? Obviously, Mohammad Nawaz is a spin bowler, so generally people saying, "Oh, he's a spin bowler. It wasn't a dangerous ball. Shouldn't be called a no ball." Was it above waist side or not? Kohli was outside the crease. He kind of stretched his arms to hit the ball. So if you put everything together, so basically Kohli was just outside the crease, but it was full extension of his arms to get the power, and effectively he was 1.5 meters. The contact was 1.5 meters ahead of the crease. So by the time the ball gets to the crease, would it be waist high or not? Now, there are a lot of factors in it. Obviously, I think the ball would have been, I couldn't see the pace in the video on TV, but I would think that there would have been around 100k. It wasn't a slow ball. So this obviously just basic physics. Obviously the slower you bowl, the more dip you get. The faster you bowl, it comes down slowly, right? So at the time of the impact, now the people are showing some photos where you can clearly see it is below waist, and then you are seeing photos that you clearly see it is above the waist, right? So you can see the bat and ball. What's happening is a lot of people are showing photos after Kohli is hit, so the ball is slightly higher, still close to the bat but slightly higher than his waist. Others are showing before the ball made the contact and it was a bit further. So either way, it's not the easy call to make. What I'm surprised at is like how on earth Erasmus didn't go to the third umpire for this important game. It was an important game, important call. I think 2 balls earlier, second ball of the over, Dinesh Karthik got a low full toss from Mohammad Nawaz, and I think Kohli even then asked Erasmus, was it not a no ball? So I guess like all of us cricketers, umpires can also be under pressure. So I think because Kohli asked him about that no ball 2 balls ago, which again was marginal but just below waist, Erasmus kind of, I think it was an impulsive decision, called it a no ball. But as we know, in past, if an umpire misses a no ball on the field, league umpire or third umpire tells them, or sort of tells them that it was just over the line, or whatever. So in this case, obviously, Babar Azam rightly protested. I would have protested as well, because it was crucial moment of the game. You're giving a free hit away and a run and an extra ball as well, obviously. So everything was against Pakistan that moment. So Babar Azam protested, and rightly so, I think. I wish the umpire Erasmus gone to third umpire, because umpire's soft signal was a no ball. It might have still stayed a no ball, to be honest. But the trajectory of the ball kind of mattered, because it wasn't a slow ball. It was a ball bowled at I think for a spinner it was still a quick ball, and there was no loop or anything in it. So I don't think that would have dipped that much. So that would have still be around the waist, maybe just below the waist by the time it gets to the crease. The argument there is obviously, why not referring it to the third umpire? As I said, yesterday, Rohit Sharma missed 2 full tosses, or KL Rahul was missing half volleys from Shaheen Shafridi. So everyone feels the pressure, and I don't think umpires are any different. And I think in this case, Erasmus kind of fell for it. I mean, obviously Rod Tucker had to ask him, and if Erasmus said I don't know, maybe refer to the third umpire. In my opinion, that would have been the best option. But anyways, that's not taken, and there's a lot of videos on the media about it. So I thought I'll just give you my point of view. I think it was hit a meter and a half ahead of the crease, so it would have been just below the waist high, but it would have been marginal either way. It wasn't. You can't say it was clearly below the waist, so you can't say it was clearly above the waist. It was pretty marginal, and kind of like, I think disappointment is not on the decision. Disappointment was how the decision was made. Since you have an option of third umpire on such a high intensity game where about 90,000 people in the stadium, and almost 1 billion people watching it on TV probably, I think it would have been better if it was referred to the third umpire. As I said earlier, if the soft signal was no ball, it probably would have stayed a no ball. Luckily, Kohli didn't get out on that one. That would have been a different scenario, because if you get out on the boundary and then it's been called a no ball, that would have been a completely different issue. Anyways, yes, so I wound it up. In my opinion, I think it was marginal. I don't think it was clear no ball, or it was clearly not a no ball, but only disappointment is that it wasn't referred to the third umpire. We'll keep on making our videos. You take care, and stay tuned to our channel. Thank you. Bye bye.